For many families, caring for a child with disabilities can come with challenges, but there's a little slice of heaven in the Halton region that can aid those families in need of a little help. Jack Ryan has more.
Located in North Milton, the Darling Home for Kids has been an organization that aids families of children with disabilities for nearly 20 years.
We are a pediatric hospice, respite, and residential facility. We provide care to some of the most medically complex children across Ontario. These are children who require nursing daily for survival. That's kind of how we position it. So we also have the great pleasure of meeting wonderful families, meeting their lovely kids. We get to enjoy their kids for a camp experience while mom and dad get to stay at home, rest, and recharge.
The Embrace campaign fundraiser met its goal of raising $3.5 million. With the Orlando Corporation matching that sum, it brought the total to $7 million. And with those funds, an enormous expansion is now in the works.
We will be able to provide more services to our children. We'll add capacity to the home. We'll refresh the home internally, which is badly needed. And we will also be able to provide spaces for our staff, who up until now really haven't had anything where they could put their clothes or backpacks or whatever during the day. So it will give us more space, more services, more room to serve our kids.
Right now we do have 12 physical beds in the home, and this expansion allows us to go up to 16 or beyond. But it also allows us to create spaces for long-term care to really play a bigger role. We know the needs in the community are higher and they're greater. So we've got lots of families waiting to access respite. So whether it's long-term or short-term, those physical spaces mean we can actually have more children here.
Oh, this amazing place provides me a break from the physical and emotional weight of full-time caregiving.
Diana Vittorino's daughter has had overnight respite stays over the last 8 years.
Behind those red doors, for starters, is my dream home. It is completely accessible, and my daughter Catherine, she has a long list of diagnoses. Cerebral palsy, epilepsy, neuromuscular scoliosis. She doesn't see, she's nonverbal, she eats with a feeding tube. And one of the biggest things when we're out in the real world is she's in a wheelchair. And the world is not a very accessible place. This home, though, everything about it is accessible from the minute you walk in those doors. And knowing that she can go anywhere and everywhere in this home, she's not excluded from any activity, including a bath, which, when you have a child that loves water, is a huge deal. I can't even express how much that means to me, that she can be included in everything.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. It gives us joy to see that we are able to do that for these families, because we know that the families are out there. We know that the families need this. We know that the pandemic has wreaked havoc on everybody. They haven't been able to get the break they need, and we've seen families literally fall apart. And you kind of see that they were already just hanging on by a thread beforehand. So this expansion couldn't have come more timely, because for me personally and professionally, it means that what our purpose is, to reach and help these families, we get to do that.
Reporting for Halton News, I'm Jack Ryan.